Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm up here at the house, fixing to get in the garage here. Except my batteries are dead, so I won't be getting in the house anytime soon. Over here at the house garage, fixing to go inside. Works a lot better now that I put a battery in there. So what are we doing up here, you say? Well, if you see what's hiding right there, it's Bucket. And Bucket's been patiently waiting his turn. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to put some air in the tires and get this bitch fired up and get it out there in the shop. Got a couple things to do to it. We're going to put the passenger seat back in, finish painting the roll cage, and put a firewall in between the fuel tank and the passenger compartment. Keep Jessica safe while she's racing. So let's get a look at these tires, shall we? Get it, get it, get it. Hey, you want to give your baby brooder? You want to grab your gloves and pull all those weeds? Oh, I didn't think so. Now we're not really worried about how much air we're putting in these right now. We just don't want to let it down on the wheel. You know, we want to let it down on the tire. Not even sure the battery is up enough to start it. So if that's the case, see me over here? If that's the case, we'll take the battery out, go to town and get a new one. It's needed a new one for a while anyways, so. This one's a lot less inflated than the other one. This feels good. We'll set this air tank right over here.
That person just yelled at me.
Nice. What'd they say?
They said, "Goddamn woman."
Goddamn woman. All right, so Jessica got a little love from the neighbor. All right, so we're gonna see if this battery has got any vinegar left in it. I didn't hear anything happening. You reach up in here. Does not sound promising. Fuel pump sounded mighty weak. Let's see. I doubt anything exciting should happen. Nope. I guess I knew that. So this is not a pleasurable experience taking this battery out. But, you know, let's get started. All right, guys. So just got back from the Hummer ride and went and picked up a battery and This battery, it's actually been bad for a long time. You know, this, I spin this motor 9,000 RPMs, and you know, I did the math wrong. When I first started running this car, I was like, oh, it'll be fine at 9,000 with this pulley, blah, blah, blah. And what ended up happening is I kept going through alternators. I was like, man, these advanced auto parts alternators just suck. And it turns out that I did my math wrong, and I was actually spinning the alternator like 16,000 or something ridiculous. And so once you overspin them, they're no good apparently. So I went through a bunch of those, and then my buddy's like, dude, you're probably winding that alternator too much. And I'm like, no man, I did the math and it's only spinning XYZ. And he's like, I don't think that's the case, bro. And so we went over the numbers, and yep, sure enough, it was I was wrong. Wasn't even close actually. So there's that. I think I remember this being loads of fun to get this battery out. These this box is just barely big enough to fit a battery, and there's no place to get your fingers. And I don't have any vice grips. If I had some derricks, I would click on the terminal and pull it right out of there. But I don't have a set of derricks with me. I'm sure you all know who I'm talking about when I say derrick. He's the guy who came up with vice grips. Not really, but he's got a great YouTube channel, Vice Grips Garage. I'm sure you've seen it. Dude's he's super funny. He plays like he's dumb, but he's really super intelligent. That. All right, so we're gonna leave that handle on the battery this time because it'll be a lot easier to get it back out. Oh, I remember now why I didn't, but we're still gonna put it on there. Oh, fuck. Let's see. So we're gonna bring that up like that. Yeah, I think that's the right way to do it. And then we'll go under that wire there with this connection. All right. We'll put our washers on and our spacers. And the idea here is to keep the battery in the car while it's flipping over, I guess. Well, I mean, I thought that's what the trunk lid was for, but apparently they want the battery to stay in the car while it's flipping. Got water tank, fuel tank, and this is all, you know, this water tank and fuel tank being aluminum is all fine and dandy, you know, until the car gets hit in the back and it presses this electrical cable into the aluminum gas tank and creates a a fused bomb. So I'm going to do something different there. I like having it there, but I think the shutoff's going to be over here, and then this will be a lever that operates the shutoff. I've been always going to do that, but I mean, for real, it needs it. So. It'd be really cool if that reached, but it doesn't. Yeah, it don't reach. So, there, that'll do it. All right, let's tighten these cables down. And the battery box is in the garage, in the shop, because, you know, this battery is always dead. Because it sits most of its life, and you know, it never really was a good battery to begin with. All right, so I've got the old battery out, got the new battery in, got the cables tight. I'm gonna put these tools that I'm taking with me in the seat, and then we'll start this thing up. Now, it's gonna set off the smoke alarms in the house because there's one in the garage, and go figure, right? I don't know who built the house, but I wouldn't have done that myself. Also, while the car's in the shop this time, we're going to button up the top of this fender, and we'll Bondo it up and stick some black on there. All right, let's see what happens. Generally, when I turn the fuel pump on for the first time, I get 3 or 4 O-rings leaking on the motor, and I don't know why that is, because, you know, it's gas, not alcohol, but fuel pump sounded good that time. I don't see any fuel leaks. Let's give it a whirl. Car hasn't been started in about 4 months. Before I put it away, I gave it an oil change, and the only place I drove it was in here. So the oil's good, trans fluid's good. So I'm gonna start it up and back it out there. Guys, so we're going to take this back window out. I got to build a firewall to separate the trunk from the flight deck because we don't want Jessica on fire. If it gets in a crash, we want her to not get splashed with fuel and lit up. I mean, she'd be sexy on flames, but we don't want to do that. All right, let's go right here.
I'll give you a cup.
You ain't even got a cup.
I got many cups.
Where are you going to get a cup?
I got many cups.
So guys, while I'm waiting for my cup, you know, he called out Tim Gentry from Gentry and Sons Trucking. He got a Mustang, and I called him out. I said, hate to do it, bro, but I'm calling you out. And then, you know, he got all weird, didn't want to do it. You know, I mean, I get it. It's not fast, but neither is this. I mean, this is not fast, and I don't know why he wanted to not do it. But anyhow, if you are watching, Tim, the call out, if you will, the call out is still active. Accept it. Don't run from it. I've been to the racetrack one time in this car. We're in a 575 at 125. Granted, I didn't turn it up, but you know the thing, I built it. Me and Jessica built this whole car. I'm surprised it even goes straight. Anyhow, don't be afraid of it. Bring it. I'll rent Paradise in Calhoun, and we'll meet up there. And I'll bring my 1,000, and you bring your 1,000. We'll do bus 2 out of 3. You know, or you can just keep taking your car down to Florida and having, you know, all the pros work on it until it's fast, and then take the offer. I don't really care. Let's get it on, bro.
Come on.
All right, right here.
Hold on.
You're rushing me.
Okay.
Push them both out. I can't.
This one I didn't get all the way.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. So, what are you doing with that glass?
Well, I took this glass out of the car, and now I don't know what to do with it.
You look pretty lost. Is that normal?
It is normal. I always am lost when it comes to where to put the glass. So it's I messed up, guys. I took this glass out without pre-planning where I was going to put it, and so I'm going to set it back in the car for right now, and we'll find a place for it. And let me ask you something: who uses a mic? Because this here, this
Smart mic.
Le Winner Smart Mic is a lit, and it's always letting me down. I need a real mic. People complain when they can't hear me, and I'm trying to grow the channel, not shrink the channel. So who's using a wire Bluetooth mic, and what works good, and let me know so that I can do something with it. And Jessica's always yelling at me because I get to fidgeting with stuff and then look away from you guys. So I'm trying to, that needs some bleach in there. Gross. That's really nasty. I'm growing some toxic chemicals here inside my water tank. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Tim, this isn't a methanol car. This is a gas car. Gasolina. I run the gasolina. So how much power could it make on gasoline? Don't be scared, bro. I have all this extra weight with water and ice and intercooler and all that stuff that you don't have because you run meth. And but it's crazy because I don't have to change my oil every time I start the car either. But anyways, Tim, that call out's still hanging out there. I'm trying to get your attention. I tried to do it through private message and not like call you out on the internet, but here we are calling you out on the internet because you're ducking me, but anyways, yeah. All right, so somewhere in the shop here are these corner pieces that go from here to here and cover this piece. We really need that. And then this is going to be so much trouble. Let's come over here. Let's come over here for a second and get you an eyeball Pixaronius. All right, so I'm going to come around to that side with Jessica and let's talk it out. So, hello? Is it on? Is this thing on?
No.
Hello?
No.
I'm tired. Let's take a nap. Okay, so check it out, right? So rules state that you have to have one of these firewalls. So I actually did a pretty good job of pre-planning, except I have a set of down bars right here that make the 16th point connection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, wow. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 points. 14 points on this cage. Anyways, I got distracted. So we're gonna build us a wall that goes from here to here, and we're gonna seal it up. It's gonna go around these bars. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, that one makes that cut. How about this one? This one does not. You know, everything there. Oh boy. Everything I did on this thing is crooked. Crooked, crooked, crooked. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably make something that comes off this ledge this way and then bends down like this. So I can get it in front of this down bar right here. Rotate it a little bit. Nope, you can't see anything that I'm doing now. Now all you can see is me. And now the thing is way crooked. Try twisting the camera now so it's not still popping a wheelie. There you go, too much. There you go. All right. Okay, so I think you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm taking this file folder that I've also used as a delineator. But anyways, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to have it come straight off of this piece like this, and I think it clears that pipe pretty good, right? But then when I go over to this side, it does not clear that pipe at all. So I think what I could do, I think I could make it happen. But anyways, I think it's supposed to be aluminum, but I'm gonna make it out of carbon fiber. I'm gonna make it out of carbon fiber because I have some, and I'll get it in there and I'll get it looking okay, and then I'll get it sealed up, and I'll get these corners and I'll seal around the wheel tubs because it gets quite smoky in the car. And then I need to paint up these bars and these superstructures in there. So we'll get after it. So for me, a lot of fabricating is just cutting some paper and looking at it, cutting some paper and looking at it, making some cuts and going, nope, I don't like that. So I think this will work. We got this wire, which sucks. So what I'll do is I'll end up making a spot for that and putting a grommet in it, but so it can pass through. But that'll be like the last thing I do. But this looks like it'll work. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do to bond it. And maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll run a piece of aluminum angle in there, rivet it to the carbon fiber, and then rivet it down and glue it first, glue it and rivet it. That way if I need to take it off, I can just pop the rivet heads off and bring it out of there. Same with this, I'll probably use rivets across the top of this as well. So it's just a matter of, you know, doing the cuts and gluing things together and getting everything the way it needs to be, and taping it nice, and then taking it out, transferring it over to carbon fiber, cutting it out, and then fitting it. The thing with carbon fiber is it's pretty flexible, right? So I can put it in on an angle like this and then bow it out in the center and then poke it in, and then once it's in, then just glue it all up and be done with it. So I'll end up doing a piece that comes across here as well. I really don't want to put any more fasteners in the wheel tubs because I just don't. I need to find these corners too. There's somewhere around here is a package with those corners in it, and I'd like to get those actually in. I think it just sets in here and a screw goes here and a screw goes here and it covers this corner. I can put a grommet in for these, and that'll firm that up a little bit. Let me get to looking for them.